Well, we'll call to order the city council meeting of September 2nd, 2021 at approximately 6:33. And Kim, would you take roll call, please?
Councilmember Schroeder,
Here.
Councilmember Wilson,
Here.
Councilmember Hatton,
Here.
Acting Mayor Bishop.
Here. Would you join me now for the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
First item of business is that we adopt the agenda. I make a motion to adopt the agenda. Is there a second?
I want to.
No, the agenda.
Oh,
No,
agenda.
that's
I'm sorry. Yes.
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Next item of business is the consent agenda. And I believe there are both an A and a B, one being approved monthly claims, and B, approval of the July 1st, 2021 City Council meeting minutes. It's my understanding, Tim Schroeder, that there should be an amendment to those minutes.
Correct. And I don't know if I have the correct wordage, but I voted nay.
Just make a motion to approve the consent based on changing that vote.
I make a motion to approve the minutes. Making a motion to change the vote to a nay.
Mm-hmm.
Is that it?
That's it. The
Okay.
whole consent agenda though, just not the minutes. The consent.
Okay.
Just need a second.
Oh, I'll second it. Yep.
Okay.
All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Public comments. For a minute there, I thought that perhaps there was going to be nobody from the public here, but I see that Billy is here. Okay, and are you just, you don't wish to say anything at this particular time?
Just as a point of clarification, I think we were on the agenda this evening, or did something change regarding that?
Oh,
You were never on the agenda.
there's, so if you wish to say anything in the public comment period, is that possible or no?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Sure. Public comment. It's not an agenda item.
Okay. Yeah, it's not on our agenda, that's for sure.
To just go up there then and ask the question.
Sure.
Is that okay? William K. 180 St. Croix Trail, Lakeland. So a little bit of confusion. Somebody slipped something over to me saying that we were on the agenda this evening. I just wanted to clarify, and I think you guys already have, regarding St. Croix Classics and our CUP. Is that something that has been approved at this point?
That's his comment. I'm not gonna respond. It's in the attorney's hands.
So I guess, go ahead.
You- Your question was the CUP approved?
Correct. It for some reason on this letter that I got, and it wasn't from the city of Lakeland, it was, regarding our conditional use permit for the former US Bank and our auto dealership, dated tonight. So I'm not sure exactly how that,
Where did a letter come from?
I don't know. It was just taped to our property.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, I didn't get any email correspondence, and I'm definitely not trying to disrupt anything
No,
this
that-
evening. I'm just trying to. I'm a little bit confused now myself.
Yeah,
so.
well,
Did you
without,
bring it with you?
No, I didn't. I was just like, I got to go to this, So
without more information, I'm afraid there's very little that we can do at this particular point.
Sure.
I don't believe the letter came from anybody that's representing Lakeland Shores or is in charge of administering conditional use permits and that type of thing. But without seeing the actual letter, and,
It just said like, hey, go to the meeting tonight, or you guys are on the agenda, and I was like, oh, okay. You know, you get letters, and you just like, you respond and show up places, so.
well, actually, I have really no idea, you know, there's nothing we can act on at this particular time, and if you want to, you know, give me a call and show me the letter at some time, I'd be glad to take a look at it, but you know, other than that, I don't have anything to offer you, because
Sure.
it's not within our knowledge, anybody on the city council, what this letter's about or anything else, or do we have any knowledge of the fact that it was sent out by anybody under our authority?
Yeah, and I totally agree with that. It wasn't, you know.
Okay,
dated
sounds
or
good,
anything, so-
thanks.
Okay, thank you, guys.
Yep. Well, that would appear to be the end of the public comments, so we are now, I believe, looking at the new business, which basically deals with consideration of resolution number 2021-06, adopting the preliminary city budget for 2022, and B, which would be consideration of resolution number 2021-07, preliminary levy certification for 2022. The record should indicate that we had a workshop prior to the city council being formally opened for the evening. And at this time, I would make a motion to adopt resolution 2021-06, adopting the preliminary city budget for 2022 in the amount of $175,256. Is there a second?
I will second that motion, Mr. Mayor.
And since it's a resolution, I believe we need to have a roll call.
If you like.
Yes.
It's not required. Councilmember Schroeder,
Yes.
Councilmember Wilson,
Yes.
Councilmember Hatton,
Yes.
Acting Mayor Bishop.
Yes. And as to consideration of resolution number 2021-07, preliminary levy certification for 2022, it should really, if anybody happens to actually look at these minutes, it should be, they should have the information that these are the maximum that can be set, and that the level of appropriation can be reduced to a lesser amount, and usually that would take place during our December 2021 meeting. But with that in mind, would somebody like to make a motion to, for the resolution number 2021-07, preliminary levy certification?
I'll second it, yep.
Well,
Make a
why-
motion.
Why don't you make the first motion? Okay.
And I'll make the motion to adapt it? I thought you were just doing that.
Well, I kind of did, but I was hoping somebody else would step
I
in.
second the motion.
Okay. And would you take roll call, please, Kim?
Councilmember Schroeder,
Yes.
Councilmember Wilson,
Yes.
Councilmember Hatton,
Yes.
Acting Mayor Bishop.
Yes. With that in mind, council and staff reports. Kim, do you have anything to add?
Yeah, we've been going, having,
Wait, wait,
Kim.
oh, I'm sorry.
Excuse me.
I thought you said Tim.
Okay. Mayor and council members, I have nothing more tonight.
And the mayor and council reports, starting with Tim.
Yeah, we've been attending fire board meetings, and we're still waiting for shipment of our new fire engine and the boat. And also the
door?
doors, they're putting new doors on the back of the fire department, which were needed. So those should be, they might even be in, I don't know.
Yeah, they could be.
So, but other than that,
Using
everything's
a
good.
local guy down here.
Yeah.
So, The bid was significantly
Yeah.
lower from the local guy.
Yeah,
I think the initial bid on the back doors was, well, those are big doors, but it was like 30 grand, wasn't
Yeah.
it? As opposed to the local guy doing it for 18.
yeah.
It must be mileage charges, that's all I can come up
Yeah.
with.
Other than that, that's it.
Councilman Wilson,
He stole my thunder, we're done.
okay.
Making it easier for
Councilman
you.
Hatton.
No, nothing, yep.
Just basically, as far as the roads go, there was a tree down on Third Street North. I think it came off the Jarvis property that was blocking the road partially, and I cut it up and I left the brush for them to take care of. It's at least 3 or 4 feet back at this particular point. As well as I've been cutting along, Quinnell, the stop sign was being obscured once again by the Jarvis property, I believe. And I cut that back. It was a tree that had been tipped forward and was kind of, the ivy was beginning to ivy, or whatever, the grape leaves were beginning to grow over the
Oh,
sign.
yeah, the
Okay,
vine was there,
vine,
yeah.
So I took care
It was
of
a
that.
conspiracy at that
As well
point.
as a few other places that on Lakeland Shores Road that needed to be cut back. And other than that, we have, as far as the roads, that's about all I've done. I'm still concerned with that dip on
Yeah.
Second Street North, and, hopefully we can get it taken care of before winter, and actually, so it's just not filled in with snowpack. Maybe that'll take care of the bump for the winter time, but,
Maybe I'll check with St. Croix Beach or Lakeland to see if they have any patching or cutting and patching they're going.
and I'd like to coordinate it with Mr. Lind, if he's
Yeah.
willing to do it,
Yeah.
when he does whatever he's gonna have to do, hopefully, for the,
What
Middle
hell did-
St. Croix.
What the hell didn't he do it when he did his,
I don't know, Tim.
sorry.
We asked, and I
That's a
know that
logical, common sense move.
ex-mayor Zeller actually spoke to him in person, and I spoke to the crew that was working there, and it wasn't taken care of, so, I'm not sure what the problem is. Other than that, I think for the record, we should acknowledge that we did receive approximately $16,000, from the federal government supposed to be used for specific purposes, infrastructure purposes. Unfortunately, right at the moment, not roads, but, things like sewer and water and perhaps internet connection. And we received that in this year, and we're supposed to receive a similar amount in 2022. And just for the record, I think if anybody's watching this video, they should know that. And beyond that, I have nothing further to add, unless you think I should, Kim.
John, you brought up a really interesting point, and you said it, and I'm gonna chase it a little bit, and it's, I found in at least 2 other occasions that stop signs are becoming obscured just by the growth. Nothing tipping over, nothing, it's just
Right.
normal growth. And I know we've got a, ordinance about cutbacks and, 10 feet or 8 feet, whatever it is, but I'm, I hate to, I don't know how to address it, basically,
Yeah, well, I think I decided that when I took on the volunteer position of road agent, that's what they call them in New Hampshire, or road commissioners.
Yeah.
I decided that, as I indicated to a complaint that we had this last week on Second Street North, that I was going to attempt to do it on a volunteer basis. If you look at the thing that you should be sending out to each individual property owner that's got the problem, most people don't because it's just grass right up to the road.
Yeah.
But, it's supposed to be 3 feet back, 12 feet high,
Right.
something like that. When I do it back, so it's just in back of the mailbox, because I figure no matter what, your car's not gonna take out, if it's gonna take out something,
Yeah.
it shouldn't obstruct your car any more than the mailbox does, okay? And so I've tried to do it on a volunteer basis where I just go out and do it because I've got the time, and I like network sometimes, and I've, for me, it's been easier to do it than it is to wait for somebody to respond to it
Right.
and that type of stuff.
I understand
So-
what you're saying.
So that's
I
what
get
it is.
it, yeah.
But if anybody's got any area in town that, thinks it should be cut back more, okay? Or if you know
Yeah.
a stop sign that, hasn't,
Obscured,
yeah, let me know,
Okay.
and I'll take care of it.
Because I guess the original point of that was, it came out of the fire department, because
Right.
we had some severe damage done to a truck at one point, because there was a branch out in the road,
Right.
and
Yep.
it was, those aluminum panels bend up really nice. with
Right,
it.
yeah, I bet. So.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, so if there's nothing additional, at approximately 6:48, I move that we adjourn this meeting. Is there a second?
Second motion.
All in favor?
All right,
Aye. Thank you.
thank you.